Ever feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, tossed around by every little thing life throws your way? A rude comment here, a minor setback there, and suddenly your whole day is derailed. You're not alone. But what if I told you there's a way to step off that ride, to find a deep, unshakable sense of inner peace, no matter what's happening around you? Today we're diving into the profound wisdom of Carl Jung, the legendary Swiss psychiatrist, who offered incredible insights into why we react the way we do, and more importantly, how we can break free from being controlled by external forces. We'll explore his ideas, unpack what it truly means to be untouchable in the face of life's challenges, and discover practical steps you can take to reclaim your inner power. Stick around, because this could change the way you navigate everything. Jung pointed out that often we live as prisoners of our own reactions. Think about it. Someone cuts you off in traffic and bam, instant anger flares. A critical email lands in your inbox and your mood plummets. It's like we're puppets on strings, with the world tugging at our emotions. But Jung suggested something revolutionary. The world isn't acting on us as much as it's reflecting what's going on inside. He said, nothing can affect you unless it finds something inside you to cling to. This is a powerful idea. If someone calls you lazy and it stings, could it be because a tiny part of you harbors that fear? If being ignored leaves you feeling rejected, might it be linked to an unmet need for validation? This brings us to the concept of shadow work, bringing the unconscious parts of ourselves into the light. Every annoyance, every frustration, every emotional trigger. Jung saw these as messengers from within. Instead of running from these feelings, blaming others or trying to suppress them, he encouraged us to turn inward and ask, why is this bothering me so much? I remember a time when a colleague made a seemingly offhand comment about my work, and I was disproportionately upset. I stewed about it for days. It was until I took a step back that I realized their comment had touched on a deep-seated insecurity I had about my abilities. The comment wasn't the problem. It was the unacknowledged fear within me that it had resonated with. Jung believed that the external world acts like a mirror, reflecting our internal state. When we grasp this, we unlock an extraordinary ability, the power to shape our reality by mastering ourselves. But here's the kicker, and Jung touched on this too. It's often easier to blame external circumstances than to look inward. It feels more comfortable to say, my boss is making me stressed, than to examine our own reactions to pressure. We spend so much energy trying to control things we were never meant to, other people's opinions, unpredictable events, even life itself. And when things don't go our way, we suffer. We get angry when someone is disrespectful and feel betrayed when plans change. We take it all personally, as if the universe is conspiring against us. I think our society often conditions us to believe that control equals security. We create elaborate plans, strive for external validation, and try to mold the world to fit our expectations. But the truth is, this constant striving for external control often leaves us feeling more anxious and powerless when life inevitably throws us curveballs. Jung understood a fundamental truth. The external world is largely neutral. It simply is. What makes it seem good or bad, kind or cruel, is the lens through which we perceive it. Two people can experience the exact same event, a job loss, a relationship ending, and have drastically different responses. One might spiral into despair, while the other sees an opportunity for growth. The difference? Perception. Think about someone who loses their job. One person might see it as a complete catastrophe, a sign of their inadequacy. Another person, while acknowledging the difficulty, might see it as a chance to explore a new career path they've always dreamed of. The external event is the same, but their internal interpretation, their perception, shapes their entire experience and their future actions. Jung famously said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. What he meant is that if we're unaware of the hidden beliefs, the unconscious stories we tell ourselves about ourselves and the world, we'll keep reacting blindly, feeling like life is just happening to us, never realizing how much of it is happening through us. Our unconscious mind is like the autopilot of our lives, running on programs we've developed over time, often without our conscious awareness. These programs, formed by past experiences, societal conditioning, and our own interpretations, heavily influence how we react to present situations. Becoming aware of these patterns, notice what consistently triggers us and what our default emotional responses are, is the first step towards taking back control. The more we try to control the external world, the more power we inadvertently give it over our internal state. The moment we need someone's approval, they gain a hold on us. The instant we require a situation to unfold a certain way, it starts to own us. But when we release that illusion of control, everything shifts. We become free. Free from the constant need for validation, free from the fear of failure, free from the exhausting effort of trying to force life into our ideal mold. The truly untouchable people in this life aren't those who manipulate their surroundings. They are the ones who have mastered themselves. They remain calm in chaos, steady in uncertainty, unbothered by fleeting opinions and unafraid of what's next. They've grasped a profound secret. Control is an illusion, and true power lies in surrender, not passive resignation, but an active acceptance of what is, coupled with a conscious choice of how to respond. It's a beautiful paradox, isn't it? When we stop desperately clinging to control, when we release our resistance to what is, we often find that things start to flow more smoothly. It's like trying to hold onto sand. The tighter you grip, the more slips through your fingers. But when you open your hand, you can hold it gently. Similarly, when we stop fighting reality, we free up energy to navigate it more effectively. So, what's the key takeaway here? It's this: your inner world dictates your outer experience. Nothing outside of you has the power to consistently disturb your peace unless you allow it to. The path to becoming unshakable, to truly owning your power, lies not in trying to control the uncontrollable, but in understanding and mastering yourself, your perceptions, your reactions, and the unconscious patterns that drive them. Start paying attention to your triggers. When you feel a strong emotional reaction, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, what's going on inside me that's making me respond this way? This simple act of self-awareness is the first step on the journey to becoming truly untouchable. This isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming the master of your emotions rather than being mastered by them. It's about cultivating an inner resilience that allows you to navigate life's inevitable storms with grace and strength.